How do you design one of the most advanced ERs in the country? At Parkview, we did it by focusing all our attention on you, the patient, by involving doctors and nurses in the design process, by creating quieter, more private spaces, and by leading the region in heart, stroke, and trauma care. This is not your typical emergency room. It's Parkview. In an emergency, isn't this where you'd rather be?
Parkview, your partner in health.
Is the 6'11" Malik Williams, the junior center. Stands tall, but he'll be joined in the upper atmosphere by some players from Northside that almost are equally as tall. Jalen Butts is 6'10". They also have 6'8" freshman Keon Brooks and 6'6" senior Chris Hill. But we keep an eye on Malik Williams. I know, Ryan, that he has had perhaps some issues with an illness today. We're not sure what his strength is going to be. It looks like he will try to go and play, but his health could be a key for Snider tonight.
Yeah, they're certainly going to have to keep him hydrated. I think he was suffering, maybe had a stomach illness earlier today and just right up before they came out on the court. So we'll see how he reacts to whatever the ailment is that he has going on right now. But Snyder's ailment is, illness right now is, do they have their legs? You talked about it. They did not play very well against Wayne last week. Coach Tudor was on with you in the postgame show, and he admitted that, they just don't have those legs yet. These guys were out playing football, and they weren't able to, really get together and as a collective group and really participate in practice. So we'll see what happens for the Panthers. Northside's just rolling in once again early in the season.
Taking a look at some of the numbers in this one, Snider comes in 1-1. They did win their SAC opener against Wayne 45-42, but then on Saturday they fell against Brebeuf 47-36. John Tudor, the coach in his 7th year at Snider, 71 wins, 55 losses. Meanwhile, for the Northside Redskins, Shabazz Kalik is in his 6th year, 83-34, the record at Northside, 113-48 in his 8 years overall. That includes a couple of years at Elmhurst. The Panthers have had trouble offensively, averaging just 40.5 points per game, giving up 44.5, while Northside has been lighting it up. They average 81.3 points a game, giving up 46.8. That is a average margin of 34.5 points per game for the Northside Redskins. They've got a win in the SAC over Southside a week ago, 84-67. And Keon Brooks, who came in amongst a lot of fanfare as a freshman, he has proven to be very worthy of it. Had a huge game, a double-double, 35 points a week ago. He's the real deal for Northside.
Yeah, he's long. He's athletic. He can shoot from the outside. He can dominate on the inside. And, if you're trying to guard Jalen Butts, you got to leave somebody open, and he happens to be that guy right now. You want to make freshmen make the shot, and obviously he's doing that for the Northside Redskins.
The Snider Panthers 1-1, and the Northside Redskins 4-0 here at Bailey Arena. Northside, a good crowd coming in for Friday night basketball. Thanks.
You
yeah, your eyes got big when I said. I told you last week it was going to take me a while to transition to the high school basketball season, but this should be a good one. It's been a very competitive series over the years. Over 30 years of this series, Snider leads at 22-19, and I know we've seen some real classics, not only during the regular season, but some great games between these two in the SAC Holiday Tournament. And, of course, they're also both sectional opponents in the same sectional. In Class 4A, they're both in Sectional 5, so you could have these two teams meet 3 times during the course of a season. We're going to take a break here on the pregame show from Northside High School. When we come back, we're going to have starting lineups and get set for our opening tip of Snider and Northside. It is high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
When an injury knocks you out of the game, call Parkview Sports Medicine. Whether you're an aspiring pro or a recreational athlete, our team of orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, and athletic trainers will provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sport-specific rehabilitation. Parkview Sports Medicine will get you back to the action quickly and safely because the game just isn't the same without you. Call Parkview Sports Medicine today at 260-266-4007 and make our team of expert physicians your dream team. We'll get you back in the game.
Hey, are you having a party for the big basketball tournament again this year?
No, my wife said she hated all those people invading her kitchen.
I had that same problem until I got my basement remodeled in my new wet bar by Serenity Kitchen and Bath.
Serenity Kitchen and Bath? I didn't know they built wet bars in entertainment areas.
Serenity Kitchen and Bath is known for their high-quality kitchen and bath upgrades. But did you know they can renovate your basement into the entertainment area you've always wanted? They're experts on remodeling basements and building wet bars, wine racks, and even wine cellars that can accommodate your entire collection of fine wine. With more than 20 years in the construction industry, the designers at Serenity Kitchen and Bath can make your dream become a reality. They're so confident in their installation, they provide a 5-year warranty on your entire project and a lifetime warranty on all tile work. Additionally, the owner personally inspects every job to ensure your satisfaction. The big basketball tournament is right around the corner, so don't delay. Book now to ensure completion before the big games. Learn more at SerenityKitchenandBath.com or call 749-7028.
Okay, so 5 tacos of cheese and a large soda. That's $10,012. Please drive around.
Wait, 10,000 what?
It's obvious you're buzzed and driving.
I've only had a few. I'm fine.
Yeah, the food's $12, but getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Please drive around. Actually, just park and come in.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Now back to high school basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Happy holidays to everyone listening to tonight's high school basketball action. It is the Snider Panthers and the Northside Redskins. Taking a look at tonight's starting lineups for the Snider Panthers, 1-1 under Coach John Tudor, averaging 40.5 points per game, giving up 44.5. They'll start Jordan Gorman, a 5'10 junior. Money Woods, we saw him light up the football field. Now he's on the hardwood as a Snider guard. He is 5'10 and a junior. DeAndre Brown, a 5'10 sophomore, also works the perimeter. The two players near the basket, Malik Williams, a 6'11 junior, kind of a stretch four. He will go and shoot from outside, but at 6'11, he does most of his damage near the basket. And Devin Tennant is a 6'7 senior. He's put on some muscle, and he'll play the post for John Tudor. The Northside Redskins under Shabazz Khalik, 4-0, 1-0 in the Summit Athletic Conference, scoring 81.3 points per game, giving up 46.8. They will start Elijah Holmes, a 5'9 junior at a guard spot, with Devontae Kinney, a 5'9 junior. Brandon Johnson will be on the front line, a 6'2 sophomore, along with Keon Brooks, the 6'8 slender freshman. Still needs to kind of fill out that young freshman body. And meanwhile, they've got Jalen Butts, a 6'10 junior, who will play the post, and chances are Butts will spend most of the night matched up with Malik Williams. That's 6'10 versus 6'11, and we'll be spending a lot of time, Ryan, looking up in the air, because those are a couple of tall guys that'll play a lot of basketball above the rim.
Yeah, last year when we watched these two teams play, it was like college out here. Everything was contested at the rim. Nothing will be different tonight with Snider's length and Northside's length. I can't wait to see it. Like you said earlier, these have been last two games we've seen have been really competitive. They came down to whoever had the ball last, and the last time they played, Northside hit a shot at the buzzer to win the game.
That was 45-44 in the SAC Holiday Tournament, December 27th. Meanwhile, these two teams, for Snider, they played twice last weekend, trying to play catch-up with their schedule, because they did have to wait to get the season started until actually their first SAC game against Wayne. And they're 1-1 on the season. Northside still perfect at 4-0. And, of course, Northside starting to get some votes in the state polls in Class 4A. We'll take a break. When we come back, it'll be the opening tip of the Snider Panthers and the Northside Redskins on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
When injury knocks you out of the game, call Parkview Sports Medicine. Whether you're an aspiring pro or a recreational athlete, our team of orthopedic surgeons, physical therapists, and athletic trainers will provide you with rapid access to comprehensive care and sport-specific rehabilitation. Parkview Sports Medicine will get you back to the action quickly and safely because the game just isn't the same without you. Call Parkview Sports Medicine today at 260-266-4007 and make our team of expert physicians your dream team. We'll get you back in the game.
They'll challenge your authority because that's what kids do. But this car is your territory, and in here, your word is law. So when you say you won't move until everyone's buckled up, you won't budge an inch until you hear that click. Never give up until they buckle up. A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council. For more information, visit safercar.gov/kidsbuckleup.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Snider taking the court. Snider takes the court wearing their road black uniforms. They've got yellow letters, numbers, white trim. Meanwhile, for Northside, home white uniforms, black letters, red numbers, and, of course, the black and red borders. Jumping center, it's going to be 6'10 versus 6'11. Jalen Butts going left to right, and the 6'11 Malik Williams will step in the center circle. We talked about it. Coach John Tudor was not sure how or if Malik Williams will be able to go in this one. He's dealing with a little bit of an illness, but he is on the floor to start. We'll see how many minutes he gets. The opening tip won easily by Northside. Pass down in the lane. Brooks drives it, had it partially blocked at the rim, and here comes Snider. Malik Williams dribbles it himself across the timeline. 28 feet out, picks it up, sends it over on the wing to Gorman. Gorman on the dribble, centers the floor between the circles to the right side. It goes to Brown. Brown will drive in the lane. Kick out to Money Woods. A big hop, a shot in the lane, and it rolls around and around and goes out. Devin Tennant, offensive rebound on the putback. He's fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot a pair, and I'm not sure how long that ball sat on that rim, just kind of rolling around for Money Woods, but it gave Devin Tennant, Snider Panthers center, a chance to get into position, and now he's at the free throw line trying to break our scoreless tie 37 seconds in. Free throws on the way, and it is good. Tennant, who spent his first couple of years of high school at Northrop before making the move over to Snider, a 6'7 senior post. Second one's on the way, and that's good. 2-0 Snider. 7:23 left in the opening quarter.
Interesting that Northside's elected to have Keon Brooks play against the taller Malik Williams out there, not Jalen Butts.
Kinney will give it up on the perimeter to Johnson. Over on the left side, Holmes at the foul line. It's Butts back to Holmes in the corner to Johnson. Foul line, Butts drops it down to Brooks. He goes to slam it, and it's blocked, but the ball goes to Northside. Redskins resetting in the corner. Kinney drives up top. Now down low, Butts working against Tennant. Jump hook with the right hand, and he got fouled, and Devin Tennant will be guilty of the personal. It'll put Jalen Butts to the free throw line. A chance to get it tied up here at 6:51 of the opening quarter.
Yeah, that was a great block by Malik Williams. He came right down the lane and was able to negate an easy stuff for Keon Brooks. I bet he didn't have that happen to him very often last year in middle school.
No, not when he was over at St. Paul Lutheran. Not a lot of guys going up above the rim to reject shots down low. Butts no good on the first, but he did get the second free throw, and that cuts the Snider lead in half, 2-1. 6:48 clock running. At the timeline with the dribble, it's Keandre Brown. Near sideline, Money Woods dribbles to the top of the key, gets double teamed. He's down on the ground. Northside reaching for it. Money Woods throws it, and it's out of bounds off of Snider. A turnover on the Panthers.
That was a good hedge defense there by the Redskins.
Woods tried to get that screen near the top of the key, and Northside basically double teamed him and forced the turnover. So now the Redskins with the ball, trailing 2-1. A minute and a half into the contest here at By Hay Arena, Northside High School. In the corner. Drive. Float and no good by Johnson. Rebound goes to Malik Williams. Again, he dribbles it himself front court. Top of the key, Malik will shoot it. 3, no. Offensive rebound for Brown, and then he got stripped in the lane, and here comes Northside the other way. Kinney pulls up, shoots it. 15-footer, no good. Rebound tip, 3 in the lane, grabbed by Devin Tennant of Snider. He'll give to Money Woods. Front court, takes it to the elbow, now steps back outside. Jordan Gorman will try to slow things down. The 5'10 junior will run the point. Picked up man-to-man by the Northside Redskins. Near sideline, Money Woods. Again, Tennant will come up, set a screen. Woods in the crossover. Passes to the right side to Keandre Brown. He'll drive, split the defense, try to force it up, and it was blocked, but there's going to be a whistle to foul on Northside. They're calling it on Elijah Holmes, the 5'9 junior for the Redskins. It'll be his first, team second. To the line, Keandre Brown, a 5'10 sophomore for the Panthers. The left-hander will try to add to a 1-point Snider lead, and it's no good on the first of 2.
That was a good drive by the young guy right there. I mean, he just got the ball and went straight to the hoop, and nobody was able to stop him.
5:36 remaining in the opening quarter. Snider leading 2-1, and now it's 3-1 as Keandre Brown makes good on the second of 2 free throws.
Hey, watch Snider's defense here. The one thing they're susceptible to is the backdoor type play or the lob over the top, which is what Northside did to him last year a lot.
It's a 3-2 zone. They put the 3 guards up top and the 2 bigs down by the basket. Tennant and Williams guarding down around the rim. On the wing, Brooks up top to Holmes, back to Brooks. Thinks about the 3, sends in the corner. The 3 on the way for Johnson, no good. Weak side rebound off Northside, out of bounds. It belongs to Snider. And we got a little push and shove going down under the basket. In the middle of it, 1 Redskin, that's Devontae Kinney. 3 Panthers surround him. Things are broken up without incident, so Snider inbounds. Some full court pressure now by Northside with the Panthers leading at 3-1. We go under 5 minutes here in the first quarter. Brown between the circles as he goes to pass it. A hand check foul called on Northside. Brandon Johnson guilty of the foul. That's number 3 on the Redskins. The first one whistled against Johnson. Snider will inbound near midcourt. Panthers leading at 3-1, 4:58 remaining opening quarter.
That's pretty good defense by Johnson. I think he just maybe just a little bit out of position there, but he's playing some good solid defense.
One thing is the arm bar. If you get that arm up or put a hand on the hip, they're going to call it. Left wing, it's Malik Williams, 26 feet away from the basket. He throws up top to Brown. Brown gives it to Woods. He'll float in the lane, and the left-handed shot, no good. Rebound, Jalen Butts, Northside. Outlet midcourt goes to Elijah Holmes at the foul line. It's a jumper, good for Brooks. Keon Brooks showing some range from about 18 feet straight out, and it's tied up 3-3 almost halfway through the first quarter. Kind of scoring that Snider wants. I think they want this game somewhere in the 40s or 50s.
That was our first field goal actually made in the game.
Gorman on the dribble, lost it. It's on the ground, and it's going to be tied up. And the arrow points to Snider. Now again, we're going to have push and shove. Malik Williams getting into it this time with Brandon Johnson.
Should be Snider's ball. Yeah, Brandon Johnson.
Yeah, the arrow. I think the official pointed for Snider to back off when there was push and shove, and when he told him to back off, he pointed the other direction. But it is Snider basketball. They'll inbound it. Halfway through our first quarter, we're tied 3-3. Panthers the ball. Money Woods, right sideline, away from the ball. We've got a foul underneath. And this one is on Keon Brooks of Northside. The Redskins' 4th team foul. 4 different players with 1 apiece. Brooks, the 6'8 freshman. Must have measured the 6'8 with the hairstyle. I think he's 6'6.5", 6'7", maybe without. Here's a jumper for 3 by Brown. No good. Offensive rebound, Malik Williams. He got bumped a couple of times trying to put up the follow. No whistle. And the shot is off. Rebound Butts. Quickly, north side, front court. They try a give and go. It bounces off the leg of Kinney. A turnover. Here comes Snider. Pull up for 3. No good. Gorman. He shot an air ball. Tennant saves it baseline. And in the far corner, it's out of bounds. And the officials both point different directions. It's going to be Snider basketball. In the corner of their front court, coming into the game for Snider is LaDante Hicks Gentry, a 6'7 senior, replacing fellow 6'7 senior Devin Tennant.
Yeah, Northside brought in Juan Quarles and Chris Hill at the last time out, so both teams now getting some subs in there with a little over 3 minutes to go.
3-3 tie, first quarter, and on the perimeter, another bump by Devontae Kinney. That's the 6th team foul. No, the 5th on Northside, correction. And that'll be the first one whistled against Kinney. I think every starter might have a foul. They're distributing them pretty evenly. Money Woods with the ball, right sideline, between the rings. Hicks Gentry had to go off his hands, but he got it back. Back to the right side. Gorman will drive. He'll float it and got it over the block attempt of Keon Brooks, and the ball settles in the twine. 5-3 Snider.
Knights play good patience that time by the Panthers that time to work the ball around, run some offense.
And a 5'10 junior guard had to shoot it over the 6'8 Brooks. Put it high in the air. Top of the key, left open. Devontae Kinney will shoot that 3, but he misses it. Rebound taken by Gorman of Snider. To the top of the key. Fires a pass down low. Hicks Gentry. Jump hook. No good. Rebound goes to Keon Brooks of Northside. Redskins on the move into the front court. Brooks, top of the key. Shot fake. Goes to the elbow. Down low, he found Butts, and Butts will lay it in. Butts got open underneath. Snider fell asleep. And on the inbound, full court pressure, and that'll be another foul on Northside. That'll be the 6th against the Redskins. This one called on Juan Quarles, the backup guard, 6'1 junior, transfer over from Concordia. And now substitutions. Malik Williams is going to sit down. Coach Tudor obviously not happy that Williams lost track of Butts under the basket on that last play. We're tied 5-5, 2:25 left in the quarter. Here's a drive for Snider under the basket. Brown almost lost the handle, but it ended up going off Northside out of bounds. So Snider inbounds underneath the basket. Pass high half court, dangerous and stolen, and there's a foul. And Money Woods basically became the defensive back in that situation.
Yeah,
they threw it up for grabs near midcourt. Going up to steal it was Devontae Kinney, and Money Woods went up and tried to knock it away, but they whistle Money Woods for the foul. It's the second on Snider and the first on Woods.
Yeah, I think that they took Malik Williams out to get him a drink. When we talked about he might have had a little bit of an ailment before the game. They just wanted to get him hydrated. He's quickly right back in the game.
On the perimeter, Chris Hill for the Redskins, who's checked in. Up top, it goes to Devontae Kinney, who runs the point. The 5'9 juniors between the circles. Throws left to Quarles. He'll be guarded man-to-man. Top of the key, Brooks. He'll rotate it right side to Kinney. Baseline, Butts, 15-footer. It's short. Got his own rebound, drives, lost the handle, but it goes right to Brooks underneath. He went up for a layup, had it partially blocked, but it's a foul on Snider, saying they hit Brooks on the side of the head, and I believe the foul on Keandre Brown. Third foul on the Snider Panthers, and the first on Brown. It puts Keon Brooks to the free throw line to shoot a pair. 5-5 game, and now Northside takes the lead, 6-5, as Brooks hits the first of 2 free throws. Demarius Ridley, another football player.
Yeah, no
defensive
cast.
back.
No cast.
No cast.
No cast.
5'10 junior comes in for Snider. Second free throw, no good. Offensive rebound by Chris Hill over Malik Williams, and Williams fouled him on the shot. That'll put Hill to the line. 4th foul against Snider, and Malik Williams picks up his first. Back to the free throw line, and Hill misses. 6'6 senior. 1:49 remaining in our opening quarter. 6-5 Northside, a 1-point lead. And the Redskins, Chris Hill, trying to put his team up by 2. And this free throw is good.
Got a lot of left-handed players in this game tonight. Oh, Demarius.
Here goes a drive. Demarius Ridley to the basket and the finish. Finger roll. Ridley. He ties the game 7-7. Brooks, top of the key, three. Got it. Keon Brooks, the freshman, showing range. 10-7, north side, a 3-point lead. A minute and a half remaining in the opening quarter. Here's Ridley. He'll drive. He'll take it all the way to the basket. Again, Ridley with a nice move.
Yeah, he's abused that freshman on that play. Got him on the wrong foot and took him right to the hoop. A spark plug off the bench, Ridley has been.
Absolutely. 10-9, a team that has struggled scoring in their first two games, and Ridley has 4 points quickly off the bench. Butts down low for Northside. Double team. Throws underneath the basket. It's tipped away, but on the perimeter, Northside keeps possession. Top of the key. Quarles will try a three. Hits off. Rebound Williams on the run and on the dribble. The 6'11", I guess you'll call him guard the way he just handled the ball, but he pulls up and shoots it and misses. Rebound goes to Northside. Long lead. Quarles missed the layup. The follow is no good, but this follow by Butts is good. 12-9, and again, we're going to get more push and shove between these two teams. The officials trying to maintain control. This is the third time the officials have had to step in between a couple of players wanting to participate in some extracurriculars.
Yeah, maybe they have some feelings about the football game this year that got way out of control. But both now the official wisely talking to all the players.
Yeah, making sure everybody tries to get settled down. We got 33.3 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 12-9 Northside the lead over the Snider Panthers. Snider with the basketball. Gorman in the backcourt. Dribbles it into the front court, then gives it off right sideline to the spark plug Ridley. And he's going to attack again. He drives, and it is out of bounds. It went off of Ridley on the shot attempt, and it will be Northside basketball. No hesitation with Ridley. Boy, he's taking it right to the rack 3 times in a row. First 2 times for buckets. That time he lost the handle as he went up. Top of the key, a three for Brooks. No good. Long rebound goes to Snider. Lead pass Tennant. Ahead of everyone. Driving it home. Devin Tennant with the breakaway slam. Northside will try a half-court shot at the horn, and we've reached the end of the first quarter. Crowd on their feet, entertained, and it's Northside with a 12-11 lead. We'll take a break. You are listening to high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Farther with storage and go beyond decoration with Dakota wood products from Menards. From shelving to furniture, you'll find exactly what you want for your organization needs. Plus, Dakota products come in a variety of colors to match your style. Right now, all Dakota bedroom furniture is on sale. Get a pre-finished nightstand, available in 4 colors, your choice, $79 each. Add more storage with a 5-drawer chest, also in 4 colors, only $139 each. Plus, give the perfect gift every time with Menards gift cards. Stop in today for these and other great deals now during our Christmas sale. Saving you big money on all of your home decor needs. Menards.
More seasons greetings to you all from Menards.
You're listening to High School Basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
We're back to action courtside at Bahia Arena, Northside High School, Snider and the Redskins. And we can call them the Redskins for a short time more. There's a pass down low. Butts, and Jalen Butts will finish with authority. 14-11. Northside extends the lead of 1 that they had at the end of the quarter. Now here early in the second quarter, Northside leads by 3. Snider the basketball. Demarius Ridley on the perimeter. He's picked up by Keon Brooks. Right side line to Gorman. Back to Ridley, who rotates it. Right side, Hopkins will send toward the corner to Tennant, and then Coach Tudor is going to call a timeout. Something he's not pleased with, a quick timeout, but we'll take a quick break. You're listening to High School Basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Feel the rumble.
Saturday, December 19th, it's exciting IPFW men's basketball action. Don't miss a minute of the action as your IPFW Mastodons battle Stetson University at 1 o'clock. Tickets start at just $7. IPFW students get in free. Join the Stampede Saturday, December 19th, starting at 1 o'clock. The Coliseum Series, presented by Parkview Sports Medicine. Get your tickets today at the Memorial Coliseum box office or online. We are Fort Wayne. We are Mastodon.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Out of the timeout, Snider basketball. Drive down the lane. Gorman scoops it up at the basket. No good. Offensive rebound, Malik Williams. Headed blocked by Keon Brooks from behind. Snider wants a foul. Nothing called, and here comes Northside to the basket. It's Butts. He'll shoot, miss, and on the rebound, it goes out of bounds under the basket and belongs to Snider.
Wild plays at both ends of the court.
Entertaining up and down game. And again, Ryan, we talked about the amount of this game that'll be played above the rim, and we're seeing every shot contested at the basket. Snider with the ball. They trail by 3, 14-11. We're a minute 10 into our second quarter. On the dribble, all the way to the right sideline. Hopkins feeds the post. Williams, turnaround from the right block. No good. Rebound Brooks. Long outlet goes to Quarles. North side with the ball, leading by 3. Quarles will slow it down and start the offense. Kinney, he'll drive down the lane. Splits defenders and puts it in. Devontae Kinney puts Northside up by 5. That's the Redskins' biggest lead, 16-11. 6:22 remaining second quarter.
Devontae Kinney, good defensive player, solid on offense.
Holding the ball 30 feet out is Demarius Ridley. Between the circles, Tennant will rotate it to the left sideline to Gorman. He'll dribble to the top of the key, get by his man all the way down to the basket. Oh no, he scoops it up with the left hand. Nice move by Gorman after he got by his man near the top of the key. Gorman with the finish, 16-13. Under 6 to play, second quarter. Here's Butts. Low block, triple teamed, and somebody for Snider reached in and hacked him on the arm. It looks like Jordan Hopkins, a 5'9 senior, guilty of the foul. That will be the team's 5th foul here in the first half. And the first one whistled against Hopkins.
Gorman's drive to the basket, I think he used the rim to make sure he couldn't get blocked.
On the inbound, it goes to Hill. His jumper 16 feet out on the left angle is nothing but net for Chris Hill. 18-13. North side. Left open. Gorman. 3-ball. In and out. No good. Tennant offensive rebound. He missed the follow. And this rebound to North side's Chris Hill. Outlet midcourt to Quarles. He'll slow it down. Give to Devontae Kinney. Just outside the top of the key. He'll step back. Almost touch that Redskins logo that has a short life left here at Northside.
Yeah, the Legends.
The Legends. As voted upon and announced yesterday by Fort Wayne Community Schools. Hill, jumper from just inside the top of the key. No good. High to get the rebound off the rim is Malik Williams of Snider. Williams on the dribble, finally gives it to a guard. It's Money Woods that brings it across the timeline. Woods starts the offense, pass right wing to Tennant. Devin Tennant hands it off to Hopkins. He'll launch a 3. No good. Rebound, Keon Brooks. Here comes Northside. Kinney, front court, takes it to the basket. Missed it. Rebound tipped by Butts. No good. Another follow by Hill. No good. And Malik Williams gets the rebound. He goes down, and it's Brooks that'll jump on it, and the freshman alertly calls timeout. 4:38 remaining in the second quarter. It's 18-13. Northside with a 5-point lead over the Snider Panthers, and the athletes just keep wanting to push the pace here in this one, trying to get it up and down.
And they have. It's been a little sloppy at times, but boy, when they're doing it to perfection and playing above the rim, every shot being contested. Guys diving on the floor, a little chippiness going on tonight early in the season between these two teams, but it's been a good game thus far.
You talked about perhaps some of the things that happened during the football season carrying over. One person that I had a chance to talk to out here at Northside tonight, Ryan Hall.
Yeah, that's
who
fine.
Recently resigned his position as the head football coach at Northside. I talked to Ryan about what's next, and of course he's looking at some of the area openings and what's available in this area. And don't want to get into specifics, but certainly there are some opportunities that may come up for him. even in some of the southern states. So we'll keep an eye on what happens and wish him the best. Down low, north side, feeds Butts. He misses the reverse layup, and the rebound tipped out of bounds. They'll say it was off Snider in his north side basketball.
Yeah, they're going to hit LaDante Hicks' hand.
18-13, north side the lead and the basketball with 4:24 left, second quarter. Hill inbounds, lobs in the lane. Butts goes up, gets it, misses from in close, and this rebound out of bounds, that went off north side, so it'll be Snider basketball.
Yeah, see if Snider tries to keep the floor really spread out. When they're in that format in offense, it really works for them with their speed.
Quickly, Money Woods, front court, down the lane. He scoops it up with the left. Missed it. Ball tip. Malik Williams will clean up the garbage and slam it home with two hands.
That's his first 2 points of the night.
18-15, a three-point lead for Northside. Keon Brooks fires from three. No. Butts another rebound over Malik Williams, and Butts lays it in with the left hand.
Yeah, you got to body up that big guy.
Long lead pass. Hicks will get it down low, and Hicks Gentry will put it in. Went over the top. Northside's falling asleep on defense that time.
Yeah, we've seen that a few times.
Hicks Gentry open under the basket, and the half-court lead pass. Got it to the 6'7" senior. He makes it a three-point game. 20-17. 3.5 to play, second quarter. And Devontae Kinney had a shot blocked. Here comes Snider the other way. Layup for Hopkins. Good. It's a one-point game. 20-19. 3:18 on the clock, second quarter.
Well, I tell you, Brett, when you see Chris Hill and Butts and Keon Brooks all on the same side of the court, they just see over everything. They're so long.
North side, the 1-point lead and the basketball. The clock ticking down to 3 minutes. Kinney up top. It goes to Brandon Johnson. Back to Kinney on the left wing. No one will guard him on the perimeter, so Johnson steps up to the foul line. Shoots it. No. Rebound tip. Grabbed by Snider. They're on the run. Here comes a bounce pass to Williams on the drive. He'll lay it in. Williams, another bucket for Snider, and the Panthers have taken the lead. 6 straight scored by Snider.
That time you saw after they made the shot, you saw every Panther sprint back down the court. They don't want any easy runouts.
In the corner, it's Kinney. Up top, Brooks. Back to Kinney. He'll drive baseline. Underneath. He'll reverse layup and scoop it from the hip and get it off glass. Devontae Kinney, a nice finish. 22-21. Northside reclaims the lead. Now Money Woods. He'll float it up in the lane with the left hand. No. Rebound tipped and grabbed by Hopkins of Snider. He'll give it up to Brown, who shoots from the perimeter, and on the rebound, a foul's going to be called against LaDante Hicks Gentry.
Wow.
And that's the 6th foul called on Snider with 2:06 remaining in the half. 22-21 Northside, and the Redskins will get the ball.
Yeah, I thought they were going to call that on number 22, Chris Hill. It looked like he just shoved him right out of the way, but he must have been being held early.
Well, Hicks Gentry not happy about the call, but it is Northside with the basketball. Snider in man-to-man now. They tried that 3-2 zone. Down low, Butts. He'll put it right up over Hicks Gentry, and Butts will score from in close. 24-21.
Yeah, he's one of the few guys around here that are long that want to play underneath anymore in high school basketball.
Money Woods dumps it off to Williams. A step back from about 15 feet. No good. Rebound, Jalen Butts. Another board for Northside. Outlet goes to Johnson quickly in the front court. Takes it all the way to the baseline corner. Now back up on the wing to Holmes. Brooks has it. Top of the key. He drives. Just forces it up there. And not a good shot for the freshman. But on the rebound, it's off of Snider. And Northside will inbound under the basket.
Yeah, Brooks tried to go left-handed on that little floater.
He went up and just tried to get it up to the rim, I think, once it left his feet. Here's the inbound for the Redskins, leading by 3. The lob, and it's stolen by Williams. He'll take it on the dribble. A crossover, and he lost the handle, and now there's a scrum for it. Northside trying to pull it away. The whistle is a tie-up. The arrow points to Snider. I think Malik Williams has to understand the role of a big man.
Exactly.
He likes to handle the ball. He dribbles it down the floor most of the possessions that he gets it. but that time he tried a crossover and had it knocked away. The tie-up with the arrow pointing to Snider, so the Panthers inbound, trailing by 3. 1:08, the clock runs, late first half. Here's Brown, down low, shot fake, got it back, and we're going to have a foul called on Northside. Brandon Johnson, 6'2 sophomore, pick up his second. That's the 7th on the Redskins. I'm not sure if they ruled it on the shot or if it'll be a 1-and-1. The referee signaling it'll be a 1-and-1 for Snider's Keandre Brown, a 5'10 sophomore. And again, another left-hander in this game. Free throw is good. He'll get the bonus, and he draws Snider to within 2, 24-22 with 1:01 on the clock here in quarter number 2.
Both coaches working the officials right now with all the fouls. Interesting. Snider was darn near in the 1-on-1 before we started this quarter here, and now they're just now getting into it with a 1:01 left on the clock.
Yeah, there were 5 fouls very quickly against Northside. This free throw by Keandre Brown, also good. He draws the Panthers to within a point. 24-23. We go under 1 minute left in our first half. Again, Ryan, we talked about the scoring. Snider wants it to be in the 40s. Northside would like to see it get in the upper 60s or 70s. In the corner, the pass to Hill. Cross courts it to Kinney. Top of the key to Keon Brooks. In the lane, Butts turns, shoots, and from 8 feet out, Butts with another bucket.
13 points thus far.
13 of Northside's 26. He's got half of them, and Northside leads by 3 last 24 seconds of the first half. Snider will spread it out as the clock goes under 20. I think the Panthers will play it out for the final shot of the half. On the dribble, Keandre Brown at the center circle. Clock's down to 10. He'll dribble to the left, and then as he drives, it's knocked away. Got it back outside Money Woods. Through the extra pass, but it's stolen. Here comes Hill to the basket, and Woods caught up with him and stole it from behind as the horn sounds. Up and down action here at By-Hay Arena at Northside High School. And as the teams go to the locker room, it's a 3-point advantage for the Redskins, 26-23. We'll take a break. You are listening to high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
The World Baseball Academy is hosting a one-day vacation baseball camp for ages 8 through 12 years old on Monday, December 28th. The campers will receive quality baseball instruction, have fun with a wiffle ball competition, listen to a leadership talk, and more. It's a great way for your athlete to stay active, improve their skills, and have a great time. There's no need to just sit around, watch TV, and try to think of something to do during the school break. Sign up now for the World Baseball Academy's one-day vacation baseball camp at the Ash Center. Quality baseball instruction, wiffle ball, and more. Your child will have a great time. The camp is open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Monday, December 28th. Lunch is included. With a fee of only $55, you won't want to miss it. Located at the Ash Center, go to worldbaseballacademy.com or call 260-436-1507 for more details. The World Baseball Academy program sponsored by Automotive Color and Supply and ESPN Radio.
Farther with storage and go beyond decoration with Dakota Wood Products from Menards. From shelving to furniture, you'll find exactly what you want for your organization needs. Plus, Dakota products come in a variety of colors to match your style. Right now, all Dakota bedroom furniture is on sale. Get a pre-finished nightstand, available in 4 colors, your choice, $79 each. Add more storage with a 5-drawer chest, also in 4 colors, only $139 each. Plus, give the perfect gift every time with Menards gift cards. Stop in today for these and other great deals now during our Christmas sale. Saving you big money on all of your home decor needs. Menards.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
Now back to high school basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Been a fast-paced up-and-down game, but a low-scoring first half. Northside with a 26-23 lead over the Snider Panthers boys basketball. And, of course, we'll get all the scores for you tonight, and we'll have them for you in the Parkview Sports Medicine postgame show coming up from the Northwest Pizza Hut. We invite you to stop out after the games tonight and enjoy America's favorite pizza and award-winning Wing Street Wings. It is the Northwest Pizza Hut. I'll be joined by Dean Jackson, who will be our official scoreboard operator, and Michael McIntyre, who's going to be the on-site engineer setting up our PA system, so you can come out to Pizza Hut and enjoy the show and even listen to our comments and, of course, our interviews with coaches about tonight's action in high school basketball. Snider off to a 1-1 start so far this season. A win in the SAC, the important one. They beat Wayne last Friday night and then lost against Brebeuf on Saturday. Northside trying to remain perfect. They're 4-0 so far this season. Northside with wins over Irvington Prep, Blackhawk, DeKalb, and last week they got the SAC win over Southside. What's exciting about how this matchup has transpired so far, Ryan, is we might see a rematch with these two teams. Regardless of tonight's outcome, they are seeded number 2 and 3 in the Summit Athletic Conference Holiday Tournament. So it'd only take each of them to win a game, and we'll see them on Wednesday when we bring you all the action from Wayne in the semifinals of the SAC Holiday Tournament.
Yeah, I think we look forward to seeing them play each other again. Snider will have a few more practices under their belt, and they'll have they'll know each other a little bit better. But that's exciting for the SAC tournament. It's just kind of weird how they seed so early, not knowing. We've seen Carroll. They're pretty doggone good. Northside looks good. Snider looks like they're getting their legs. Demarius Ridley has been a nice mark off the bench today.
Well, taking a look at halftime scoring right now with Ryan Dellinger.
For the Snider Panthers, Gorman has 4 points. Jordan Hopkins has 2. Keandre Brown has 3. Demarius Ridley has 4. Malik Williams has 4. LaDante Hicks Gentry has 2. And Devin Tennant has 4 as well for the Panthers. And then for the Northside Redskins, we'll get to call them that for one more year.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting? Snider scoring so balanced. But Northside, no question. Really one guy pretty well dominating for the Redskins.
Yeah, for the Redskins, Chris Hill has 3. Devontae Kinney has 4. Keon Brooks, a freshman, has had a very good first half with 6 points and 4 rebounds. And then leading scorer for Northside, of course, is Jalen Butts with 13 points and 3 rebounds. I'll tell you, Jalen Butts, if he gets the ball in the paint, it's over for you. Even if you're another 6'11 guy, he has the moves and the skills to get it done inside. And we got some college coaches here watching tonight, and they're getting a good show.
Yeah, and when you see the college coaches sitting around, you know that there's talent in front of you. And of course, some of the guys out here, Malik Williams at 6'11", just a junior for the Snider Panthers. Northside's Jalen Butts is a 6'10 junior. You've got Keon Brooks, who's listed at 6'8", might be a tad shorter, 6'7", 6'7.5 maybe. But Brooks just a freshman. He's still got time to grow. And so there are some very talented basketball players here in the Summit Athletic Conference. And, for those people that are listening and have not been to a game in a while, got a good overflow crowd, standing room only out here at By-Hay Arena, and a very athletic contest, very entertaining first half.
Oh, I know. We just didn't know with Snider where they would be at this point because of where they were just, a week ago, basically. And didn't have their legs underneath them, but they look like they've got them tonight. And, Northside, how deep is Northside? They've already gone 10 deep. They get a transfer in Juan Quarles, who was a good player at Concordia, and he fits in very well here at Northside. And then, it's just amazing. I think, what I really think is really good in the SAC right now is the coaching.
Yeah, and, the one thing that the Redskins might be missing are those guys that can drop it in from the perimeter. And last year, you look at some of the guys they had that were shooters that could really fill it up from outside, including Sean McGee. And that might be the one missing ingredient when you look at Northside, and we start to, now we can actually give fair comparisons about teams that compete for state championships, because last year we saw one with the Homestead Spartans. And the one thing Homestead had is they had Biggie. They had the inside presence with Biggie. They had the Twin Towers inside, but they also had guys that could drain the three if you tried to pack it in. The one thing I think Northside is missing is perhaps those guys that can really drop the three consistently. Keon Brooks has stepped out, and I think he's taken more threes than anybody on the roster. And at 6'8", he would be one of those guys you probably would like to see working the basket a little more. But so far, it's led Northside to a lead, so I can't do too much armchair coaching. 26-23 is the score. Northside leading it over Snider. And as we get set for our second half here at Bahia Arena, we'll take a break. When we come back, we've got a second half of basketball. It is the SAC Friday Night Hoops, and you're listening to it on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
When the time comes to choose a physical therapist, choose Mallers and Swarverland. After surgery, a sports-related injury, an accident, or for rehabilitation from a medical condition. If you need physical therapy, tell your doctor your choice is Mallers and Swarverland. For 13 years, the physical therapists of Mallers and Swarverland Orthopedic Physical Therapy have truly made a difference in the lives of those they've treated. Why? Because Mallers and Swarverland is different. They're the only clinic in the area with physical therapists with advanced manual therapy training with a fellow distinction from the American Academy of Orthopedic Manual Physical Therapists. They address the problem, not just the symptoms. From issues like neck and back pain to workers' comp. And because Mallers and Swarverland are parents of athletes, they fully understand the importance of a proper recovery and rehabilitation of sports-related injuries. Mallers and Swarverland Orthopedic Physical Therapy. Your choice for results with 3 convenient Fort Wayne offices. Get more info by visiting msoptherapy.com. That's msoptherapy.com.
From catchy jingles to half-witted characters with memorable one-liners, it seems we're inundated with insurance providers prowling for business everywhere we turn. The options are overwhelming, but I can drown out the noise for you with one personal recommendation. I have found that the key to worry-free coverage is an agent who works with a number of different firms and an agent who really cares about his clients. This is Art Salzberg, and years ago I was fortunate enough to find the perfect provider for my needs. Roger Hoopy of Hoopy Insurance Services is an independent agent who partners with a number of trusted companies like West Bend and Central of Van Wert to provide dependable policies to customers in the Fort Wayne area. I've had a few claims over the years, and Roger has always made certain I receive great service and fast payment. So if you're looking for insurance or aren't satisfied with your current company, don't listen to all the noise. Call Roger and team at 486-7488 for excellent coverage and hometown service. Hoopy Insurance Services congratulates Snider and Bishop Dwenger on their recent state football titles.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Northside Snider here at Northside High School. Halftime, 26-23, ready to start our third quarter across the way. With it being the Christmas holiday, of course, a lot of the college players that we've seen play high school sports here in this area, they're back for the holiday, checking out their alma mater, including Jesse Bates, who plays football now at Wake Forest. He is here in the house, along with Devlin Williams, the older brother of Malik Williams. Northside the basketball. They'll go right to left. Keon Brooks on the wing. Up top to Holmes. Back to Brooks. High arching three. No good. Rebound tipped by Butts. He grabs it in the lane. He finds Holmes. He missed the layup. This rebound goes to Malik Williams of Snider. Panthers down by 3. Here comes Gorman quickly front court, dribbles through traffic, and then up top in the center circle, a pass to Money Woods. Throws to his left to Brown. Brown on the wing to Williams. He'll hand it. No, he'll fake the handoff and shoot the 3. Didn't get it. Long rebound in the corner, chased down by Devontae Kinney of Northside. Redskins the basketball. 50 seconds into our second half. 26-23 Northside. Lob down low. Butts got behind Tennant, but as he goes up to shoot it, it was knocked away. Good job by Money Woods, the weak side guard who came in and picked it away from the post as Tennant was fronting Butts. Inbound Northside from under the basket. Keon Brooks, fadeaway baseline, 10 feet, no. Rebound battled for, and a foul's going to be called. A foul underneath the basket. called against Keandre Brown of Snider. That's the second on Brown. It's the first on the team here in the second half. Lob in the lane, gets to Butts, spins, shoots, no, but a foul on Devin Tennant, and Jalen Butts will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, he's so easy to inbound it too because he's so long.
Tennant 6'7", Butts 6'10", but it's the length for Butts, and he missed at the foul line. Still 26-23. He'll have a second attempt. Free throws up and no good. Got a back iron, but Keon Brooks a rebound in the lane. He'll spin and put it up. No, this rebound goes to Devin Tennant of Snider. Tennant gives in the backcourt to Money Woods, who'll dribble it across the timeline right through the Redskins logo in the center circle. Right side, it goes to Gorman, dribbles to the top of the key, pulls up, shoots it, and doesn't get it. Rebound in the corner, chased down by Northside's Brandon Johnson. Front court, here's Kinney. Left wing, three, no. Rebound, Butts gets it again. Goes up over Tennant, tips it to himself. Top of the key, Brooks. Spins at the foul line, floats in the lane, and off the iron. This rebound grabbed by Malik Williams of Snider. Long lead pass. Gets through. Tennant makes the catch, and Devin Tennant will lay it in.
Good fast break by the Panthers. Actually, they've executed in their fast break offense.
It took almost 2 minutes to get our first second half points. It's Snider that cuts it to 1, 26-25. Between the circles on the dribble for Northside, Johnson. Left side to Kinney. Back up top. Brooks left open. Top of the key. Three is good for Keon Brooks, and John Tudor jumping up and down almost beside himself. Nobody guarded Brooks. He had a good look at the three, and he buried it. 29-25. That's the second three for the freshman. And Snider will try to answer. No good. Brown. Offensive rebound. Malik Williams. He'll put it in. 29-27. 5:25 left third quarter.
Malik Williams got 8 rebounds in this game.
Up top, Brooks. Kicks it out on the wing to Kinney. Drives to the baseline. Gets cut off. Devin Tennant. Now back up top. Holmes. Left corner. Kinney drives baseline. Underneath. Flips it to Butts in the lane, and Butts will lay it in. Boy, great drive and dish by Devontae Kinney. Butts another bucket. 31-27 Northside. Snider the ball. Top of the key. Brown gives it up to Malik. He thought about a three, didn't take it. Hands it to Money Woods. Outside, it's Gorman. Dribbling to the right angle so he can enter it in the post. Tennant has it. Low block. Cross courts it on the skip pass to Brown. Pops up top of the key or at the foul line. It's Tennant. He'll shoot that 17-footer. Miss it. The rebound goes off the hands of Northside's Elijah Holmes and out of bounds near the corner.
Yeah, Snider just a little bit out of sorts in their sets on offense right now.
Snider will inbound, trailing 31-27 to the 4-0 Northside Redskins. Front court goes to Malik Williams on the right wing, guarded man-to-man by Brooks. Williams will shoot the three, didn't get it, and somebody's got to go for the rebound. Finally, Juan Quarles of Northside will get it. Kinney, long lead pass. Nice pass over the top of the defense to Butts. Missed the layup, but Brooks on the follow. He gets fouled. And it's Snider's Keandre Brown picking up his third. Third on Snider here in the half. Northside has not committed a second half foul to the free throw line. Keon Brooks shooting a pair of free throws, and he's good on the first. It's 5-point lead for the Redskins, 32-27.
Snider brings back in Demarius Ridley.
Second free throw is good. It's a 7-2 run for the Northside Redskins and a 6-point lead, 33-27, halfway through third quarter. And Ridley has it from the left wing. He gets a high screen, takes the top of the key, will drive all the way down the lane. He'll put it up. No. Rebound tipped by Williams, and there's contact down low. And our outside official catches Keon Brooks backing into Williams as he went up to try to tip it. And Malik Williams will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. Keon Brooks picks up his second foul, the first on the team here in the second half. And the 6'11 junior, Malik Williams, no good on the first of two.
He's having a poor shooting night from the field and now from the stripe.
Score remains 33-27, a 6-point lead for the Redskins. Malik Williams will try to cut it to 5. Substitution, first time into the game for Taylor Hathaway for Snider. Hathaway, a 6'4 senior, getting his first action. Williams hits the second free throw. 33-28, 4 minutes on the clock as it runs here in the third quarter. Brooks just left of the circle, steps back outside against Williams, throws to Quarles, who feeds the post, and on the spin move down low by Butts, Devin Tennant gives him a push, and he'll pick up the foul. And quickly, LaDante Hicks-Gentry off of John Tudor's bench to come in for Tennant, who sits down with 2 personals.
I'm not sure if that's correct. I actually have him for three fouls.
Yeah, I thought that he had one earlier this half that I thought was his second. They've got 2 on the board. Here's the inbound for Northside. Quarles up top to Kenny. Back in the corner. Brooks drives baseline underneath the basket. Throws in the lane to Butts. A lot of hands in the way, and Snider steals it. Lead pass. Malik Williams drives, flips, contact, and an offensive foul.
And he's down.
Malik Williams, offensive foul, taking it to the basket. Big collision. Snider fans not happy with the call. It's number 2 on Malik Williams, number 5 on Snider here in the half with 3:36 remaining third quarter. A 5-point lead for the Redskins. They take over the basketball. Full court pressure by the Panthers. Quickly, front court on the dribble. Kenny, he's going to take it all the way left side of the lane. Miss it. Brooks attacks for the rebound. Couldn't handle it. It goes all the way out of bounds. Far on the far sideline, and it'll be Snider basketball.
That was a wild play right there, wasn't it?
Yeah, but penetration and attacking the basket by Devontae Kinney. He missed the layup. Brooks went flying down the lane full speed to try to get the offensive rebound. All he could do was kind of slap at it, and it went out of bounds. Way high on the half court, far sideline. Fadeaway jumper by Gorman, no good from the baseline. And on the rebound, it's going to be a foul on Snider. And it's LaDante Hicks-Gentry that picks up the foul. And quickly, Snider with 16 fouls here in the first 4 minutes and 48 seconds of the second half.
Yeah, he must have pushed somebody right there. It was a little bit blocked out. Could you see that?
That's what they said. They said he pushed going for the rebound. So he picks up his second. It's still a 5-point Northside lead, approaching 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Brooks on the left wing, spins against Williams to the baseline, picks up the dribble. Williams reaches in. Brooks got it back, and as he passes across the lane, the ball deflected out of bounds under the basket, and it will belong to Northside.
Yeah, he had about 3 different Snider players run at him on that play. Like you said, you probably didn't see that at St. Paul's.
Inbound Redskins under the basket. Lobbed, low post, the catch, the turn, and count the bucket in the lane. I believe that was Johnson. I was trying to see the number.
Yeah, it was. Brandon Johnson.
Brandon Johnson with a nice little turnaround jump hook. 35-28. It's a touchdown lead for the Redskins, and this is their biggest lead of the night. Outside, left side line to Gorman. Gets a screen, takes the top of the key, and then flips on the right wing to Ridley. He'll dribble to the elbow, throw on the wing to Gorman, and Gorman immediately floats it down to the post where Williams had position. And Keon Brooks had to foul Malik Williams from behind, and he'll pick up his third foul. The freshman with foul number 3, number 2 on the team, but I believe both of them have been called against Brooks here in the second half.
Yeah, and then they just replaced him with another tall guy, and Chris Hill.
Yeah, Hill listed at 6'6". Here's the inbound. Underneath, it's Hathaway throwing it into the basket. Ball deflected and out of bounds. Snider will have to do it again. Hathaway again will pull the trigger for Snider with 2:23 remaining third quarter and a 7-point Northside lead. Gorman in the corner, up top, Ridley, rotated right side, Hathaway, takes it all the way to the baseline, underneath the basket, almost lost the handle, got it back. In the corner, Gorman, dribbles baseline, popping out is Hicks-Gentry, and from 15 feet out on the left wing, Hicks-Gentry hits the jumper. 35-30, quickly, Kenny down the lane, splits the defense, throws it up, and they're going to say it's tied up basketball. Wasn't tied up long. Kinney just drove down the lane and he scooped it up to the basket, and I'm not sure where the tie-up happened, but the arrow points to Snider.
Must have been very early in that drive.
35-30. Pass up high, goes to Hathaway. He'll drive and attack, and on the layup, it's blocked. Here comes Northside. Quickly on the run to the basket. Layup no good by Johnson. On the rebound over the back is going to be called on Chris Hill. He doesn't like the pull, and it's a foul on Hill, number 3 on the team. 1:45 remaining third quarter, a 5-point Northside lead. Devin Tennant checks in for Snider. He'll replace Taylor Hathaway.
Yeah, we had 3 fouls from Tennant. He evidently only has 2.
He's back in the game with 1:45 left here in the third. So Snider's down by 5. They've got the basketball. Gorman up high between the rings, popping out Williams. He'll dribble to the elbow, shoot the jumper, and Malik Williams hits it from 16. 35-32. Back to a 3-point game. Northside maintaining the lead, but Snider won't go away. Under a minute and a half to play, third quarter. Left sideline for the Redskins, Brandon Johnson. He'll dribble toward the center of the floor, and then top of the key, Quarles pops out, throws right side to Devontae Kinney, and away from the basket, away from the ball, underneath the basket. LaDonte Hicks-Gentry just picked up another foul. So LaDonte Hicks-Gentry does have 3 fouls, and there's 7 on the team. It's now 1-1 for Northside, still here in the third quarter with 1:14 left to play. Stepping to the line, Juan Quarles, a 6'1 junior.
Oh, maybe not.
No, it's not. It's going to be Chris Hill, a 6'6 senior.
See if Snider blocks out. They've had a tough time rebounding on all the foul shots.
There's the free throw, no good, and Butts gets an offensive rebound. Missed the follow. This follow bounces outside where Snider's Demarius Ridley will take over possession. And Williams just hit and blocks out. He went right straight under the basket on the foul shot attempt, and it gave Butts a chance to follow him in and get the offensive rebound. And now Snider with possession, throws it down low for Malik Williams. And there's a reach in, a foul on Northside.
Quarles got him on the wrist as the ball was coming down.
Juan Quarles picks up his second, 4th on the team.
Malik Williams, he's breathing pretty heavy right now. Maybe he's
worn out because of the illness.
Yep.
I know he's dealing with some type of undisclosed illness, maybe a flu-like symptom. There's Tennant in the lane, and Tennant travels. Devin Tennant just turned it over on a travel call in the lane. It'll be Northside basketball with 48 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and the Redskins a 3-point lead. Full court pressure by Snider. Ball inbounded. Kinney has it at midcourt. Snider backs off as Kinney will set the offense. Dribbles to the center circle. Throws left to Hill. Butts trying to post against Tennant down low. Lob goes to Butts. He spins from the right block as he puts it up. Coming from the other side, Williams will block it. Malik Williams with the block. Snider the ball. Gorman to Ridley, down low. Williams double team baseline outside. Ridley, 3-ball. It's an air ball. And the Juan Quarles, the weak side rebound with 17 seconds. Northside possession, leading by 3. Late third quarter. Here's Kinney. Bounces it out. Quarles, his 3 is no good. Hill, an offensive rebound with 5 seconds. Quarles tries again. No good. This rebound, Williams. And as the horn sounds, he fires it the length of the court. And we've completed 3 quarters of play. 35-32 Northside. A 3-point lead over the Snider Panthers. You're listening to high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio, 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Here we are, 2016. I didn't make any resolutions, but I am serious about one. I need to get these creditors off my back. And the trouble is, I don't really know what to do.
Call Sabrina Kitsos at the Kitsos Law Office. That's what I did last year at this time. I couldn't keep up with my bills, and the collections people wouldn't leave me alone. Then I heard about Sabrina Kitsos on the radio. Best call I ever made.
How did she help you?
Sabrina knows the bankruptcy laws, and she guided me through that process. She saved my home from foreclosure, reduced my credit card debt, and stopped garnishment of my wages. She even made sure I kept my tax refund check. The whole thing was much easier than I thought.
How do you spell Kitsos? K-I-T?
K-I-T-S-O-S. She certainly heard my SOS and did something about it.
The number for Sabrina Kitsos is 449-9748. That's 449-9748. Sabrina Kitsos is scheduling appointments right now. She's your kid to getting out of debt. The Kitsos Law Office is a debt relief agency helping people seek relief under the bankruptcy code.
Now back to high school basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
I'm Brett Rump with Ryan Dellinger. Got to know how that... I sounded like Elmer Fudd there for a moment.
You did.
I'm Wet Wump. Brett Rump, Ryan Dellinger, and DC Hendricks, who I'm sure is getting a good laugh out of that, back in the ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM studios. It's Northside Snider here on a Friday night. Northside a 3-point lead as we head to the fourth quarter. 35-32. Redskins have the basketball. Hill up high, through to the low block, and stepping in, stealing it is Brown for Snider. To the basket, he goes up. Big collision between Hill and Keandre Brown. And Hill will pick up the foul.
Man, they went down hard on that play.
And Brown did a nice job of drawing the contact, but caught Hill at an awkward step, and they both went down hard. Second foul on Hill. 7:39 left to the free throw line. Keandre Brown, a chance to cut into a 3-point Northside lead, and the first one's good. 35-33. We had a 3-point game at the half. It's a 2-point game with 7:39 remaining here in the fourth. Chris Hill gets taken out of the game.
He might be bleeding.
Keandre Brown, left-hander, 5'10", sophomore, wearing number 11 in the black uniform, and he'll drain the second free throw. Nothing but net. 35-34. We got a 1-point game. Some pressure.
Brown, all 5 points from the foul line tonight.
Pressure by Snider, but then they back off after the ball gets into the hands of Devontae Kinney. North side gets it to Brooks. He'll drive left side of the lane. Floated up. Had it partially blocked, but there's contact. And Brooks will go to the foul line. The foul on Snider's Money Woods. Woods used to some contact. The Snider running back who led the Panthers to the state championship down in Lucas Oil Stadium in a game for the ages. Free throw is good by Brooks. That's a 2-point lead for Northside. Brooks the second, and it's good. He's made quite a living at the free throw line in this one. It's a 3-point advantage for Northside, 37-34. We approach 7 minutes left.
Yeah, Keon Brooks now has 13 points.
Foul line, Tennant lobs down low. Malik Williams got position. He goes up and draws contact on a foul. Williams will go to the line. The foul is on Keon Brooks, number 4. Had a choice. Could have been Brooks or Butts. They had Williams double team, but both of them slightly out of position. That's a big one. 6th on the team. At the line, Malik Williams, no good on the first of his 2 free throws. Score remains 37-34, a 3-point lead for Northside with 7:10 left.
He's generally a good foul shooter. We saw him last year. He had a lot from the line. He just doesn't have much arc on the ball. It's very flat.
That one rattles home. So it's 37-35. Northside with the ball in the lead. A 2-point advantage for the Redskins here in a standing room only house at By Hay Arena, Northside High School. Chris Hill up top. Looks down low, sends to the top of the key instead to Kinney. He'll launch, no good. Rebound tip, but it goes right to Northside, and Chris Hill with authority. A one-handed slam. 2 Snider players, one up for it, and it went right off their hands to a wide-open, unguarded Chris Hill, who finishes.
It's nice when you have guys like that can come off the bench.
39-35. We've got a foul called on Northside in the front court. Devontae Kinney is guilty. That will be a 1-and-1. That's the 7th foul on Northside. And Snider will go to the free throw line where Jordan Gorman, the 5'10 junior point guard, will try to add points for Snider and cut into a 4-point Northside lead with 6:35 left.
Whoa.
And it is good. Got it off the front iron and then it rolled around and through for Gorman. 39-36. 6:35 remaining. Gorman a chance to make it a 2-point game.
And I think if he makes it, Snider's going to press.
And he rattled that one in. And they do pick up the press. And it's an aggressive press. They've shown some token pressure, but man-to-man, it's brought into the front court easily by Brandon Johnson. Hill, nice crossover, got him open, and then it's poked away. Here comes Snider. Malik Williams at midcourt, tried to dribble behind his back and lost it. Butts to the basket, drives hard, and an offensive foul as Butts went right over Devin Tennant.
Yeah, I think Devin Tennant had pretty good position that time. He really wasn't moving at all, and he kept his verticality.
And you don't have the restricted area like you do in college. So he planted, got set, and let Butts just drive it right into him.
Yeah, I would imagine in the next 5 years we're going to see that rule in high school as well. We saw Carroll last week, and there was quite a few plays that were right there. That in college, it'd be different calls or in the pros. So.
Yeah, he was close to under the basket.
Yeah, so
but I think it's a good call because I do think Tennant got position, and Butts had, without question, he was taking it hard to the basket out of transition.
Yeah,
but again, Williams in the open court trying to dribble behind his back, lost the handle in a 2-point game. That's a huge possession. Now Snider does get it back, and in the backcourt, it's in the hands of Keandre Brown, who will dribble across the timeline and start the Snider offense. To the left elbow, bounces it out to the wing. Up top, Gorman. Right side, Money Woods. Woods steps up to the 3-point line. Tennant back to Woods. He thought about it. Dribbles up to the foul line. He will shoot it, and Butts will block it. Partially blocked, goes to Northside's Chris Hill, and here come the Redskins. Elijah Holmes, front court. Ball pass through Johnson to Hill, back to Johnson. Low, below the basket, Butts. He'll take it up strong against Tennant and draw a whistle and a foul on Devin Tennant. Well, that will put Butts, and that time Butts took it aggressively at Tennant, and Butts will get the benefit of the call on Snider's 6'7 senior post. Jalen Butts now, the 6'10 junior for Northside, to the line with the Redskins leading by 2. Free throw is no good. Boy, he's
short almost. Very short.
Barely got iron.
I'm kind of shocked Snider isn't letting Malik Woods, when the ball goes down, come down on him and leave Chris Hill open. I would take my chances with him shooting a jumper over Butts getting a 2-footer.
Second free throw good for Butts. 40-37. Still a 1-possession lead, but a 3-pointer now for Snider to tie. Panthers with the ball. Brown up top. Money Woods near the center circle. Back on the right wing to Brown. He'll dribble it to the top of the key. Then throw to the center circle to Gorman. Lob, high post, stepping all the way out 25 feet as Williams to make the catch, and then a timeout from Snider's John Tudor. We'll take a break. You're listening to high school basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy. The score with 5:19 left to go. 40-37, a 3-point lead for the Redskins on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Feel the rumble. Saturday, December 19th, it's exciting IPFW men's basketball action. Don't miss a minute of the action as your IPFW Mastodons battle Stetson University at 1 o'clock. Tickets start at just $7. IPFW students get in free. Join the Stampede Saturday, December 19th, starting at 1 o'clock. The Coliseum Series, presented by Parkview Sports Medicine. Get your tickets today at the Memorial Coliseum box office or online. We are Fort Wayne. We are Mastodon.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
The matchup in this one here at Northside High School with a couple of guys that play well above the rim. 6'10", Jalen Butts of Northside, and 6'11", Malik Williams of Snider. One thing we have seen is Williams has really had trouble handling the size of Butts down low, and Coach Tudor has tried both Williams and Devin Tennant at 6'7" against Butts, but he has really gone in and played with some authority around the basket.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's tough, a hard-nosed guy underneath there, and he doesn't even really look for a three-pointer like Malik Williams. He's definitely a low-post player.
Pass down in the low block for Snider. A three-point lead for Northside. The ball's picked out of the hands of Devin Tennant. Northside the basketball. Chris Hill hands it off to Devontae Kinney, looking from the left angle. Kinney surveying. Tennant fronting Butts. Here's a jumper by Kinney left open, and he doesn't get it. Tennant the rebound. Here comes Williams to the right wing. Up top to Gorman. Williams will now go down near the basket. Open in the corner, Keandre Brown. And Brown hits a three for Snider. Tied up 40 apiece with 4:35 left. Northside feeds Butts, but he had to go 15 feet out to make the catch. Cross-court pass. Kinney on the wing to Quarles. Cross-court's at right side Hill. Top of the key. The pass goes to Johnson. He'll drive. Have it knocked away. And here comes Snider. Malik Williams on the dribble in the front court. Here he goes again on the bounce. He'll give it to a guard, and an open three. Gorman missed it. Long rebound Northside. Quarles lead pass Kinney, and hustling back is Snider to knock it away from Kinney. He thought he was going to get a layup. Good hustle, big collision, and a couple of guys went hard into the first row of bleachers under the basket. Here at Northside, you do have seats under the baskets, which as opposed to a wall might be a good thing. That usually is the other option.
And then Northside no longer can wait. They brought their talented freshman right back in, Keon Brooks. But those two players went sliding about 6 or 8 feet before they actually ran right into that bleacher.
So to be Northside inbounding underneath their basket with 4:05 left. A tie game, 40 all, and Brooks is in. He gets the inbounds pass, throws it outside. Hill up top between the circles. Kinney lob down to the basket. Butts will make the catch right under the rim and then lay it in.
And those two saw it right away.
Here comes Snider. It's a 2-point lead for the Northside Redskins. 3:45 left. Tennant lobs it down low. Williams the catch between two players. He goes up, and there's a whistle on the shot and a foul called on Northside. And who's it on? Jalen Butts. Butts will pick up his third foul. 9th on the team. To the line, Malik Williams in a 2-point game. And you said it right. He's looked a little off at the foul line tonight. Normally a pretty good free throw shooter. Free throw, and that's pretty much a line drive, but that one goes through.
Yeah, he's struggling, but Jalen Butts got 18 points tonight. He's been solid under the basket.
42-41. Williams the free throw that could tie the score with 3:41 remaining. It's up and good. Both of those nothing but net. Tie ball game, 42 apiece, 3:40 left in regulation. Brooks from the left wing gives a jab step against Malik Williams, who comes out to play man-to-man. Now low block. Butts goes into the lane, and a foul called Devin Tennant. And Butts, as he spun on Tennant's hip, turning into the lane, he went down, and the official called the foul on Tennant. He rolls his eyes to the line. 2 free throws for Jalen Butts. That's the 10th foul on Snider, so it's the double bonus. And a chance for Butts now to get to the 20-point mark. He goes to the line with 18, a 42-42 tie.
He's
Butts, a 6'10 junior.
He's just 2 for 6 from the foul line so far.
To break the tie with 3:27 left, it's good. 43-42 Northside. Redskins trying to remain perfect and improve to 5-0. Here's the second free throw, and it's good. Really focused in on those and hit both of them nicely. 44-42. Butts with 20. 2-point lead for the Redskins. Snider the basketball. Gorman gives it up between the rings to Keandre Brown. Right side, Gorman. Looking at Williams under the basket, but he'll pop out to the top of the key, make the catch, the shot, a three, count it, Malik Williams. They can question his shot selection, but here late he hits a three to put Snider in front, 45-44. And I'm trying to think the last time Snider led, right? It's been a long time. Here's Brooks driving, goes right over Tennant. That's an offensive foul on Keon Brooks. And that's 5 on the freshman.
Wow, good play by Devin Tennant. Just held his ground.
Yeah, Brooks tried to give him a little left and right move as he drove down the lane. Tennant just held firm. And Brooks went right into the big guy. And Tennant, a big guy. He's 6'7". Probably a good 235, 240 minimum.
At least.
Yeah.
He'd be a good offensive lineman.
Well, I compare him to your spelt figure, Ryan. He's probably closer to you than me.
Yeah, that's for sure.
For those that know us, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Most 6'7" guys are.
I'll leave it at that. Snider has the ball in a 1-point lead with 2:50 remaining. Money Woods to inbound against full court pressure. It's Malik Williams at midcourt. He'll go on the dribble. And again, they'll pressure him, and he'll give it up. At the center circle, Money Woods. Panthers a 1-point lead here at Northside. DeAndre Brown will drive to the baseline, spin back out, take it to the right wing, and he double dribbled. Lost the handle of the ball, double dribbled, and a turnover on Snider with 2:35 left. A 1-point game. Snider 45, Northside 44.
Yeah, we thought this would be a very close game, and we're getting another one of those classics between these two teams.
And last time the two teams met, the final was the number we see on the board right now, 45-44, but the advantage was Northside last time they met in the SAC Holiday Tournament last year. And a foul on the perimeter is called to Malik Williams. It'll be 2 free throws for Northside.
And that was way out of Butts' comfort zone out there.
And that's 3 on Malik Williams with 2:20 left. And now Jalen Butts to the foul line with his team down a point. He just made 2 from there a moment ago, and he's got that one nothing but net. A tie score, 45 all, Butts with 21. Jalen Butts wearing number 1 for the Redskins. No good on the free throw. We're tied, and the rebound goes to Tennant. Snider with the ball. Gorman across the timeline calls out a play near midcourt. Right wing to Money Woods. Corner, Malik Williams guarded by Jalen Butts. Williams will send it up the sideline to Brown. Center circle Tennant. He'll hand it off to Brown. Snider's not thinking about holding this for 2 minutes, I hope. Here's a spin down the lane. Brown, he'll shoot it. Got it with the left hand. DeAndre Brown off glass. 1:48 left, and it's a 2-point lead for the Panthers.
And, really for Northside, they don't really have a real good outside shooter right now. Maybe Juan Quarles is that guy.
Spin, Butts puts it up from the low block. It rolled halfway down, came out, saved under the basket. No, it's off of Snider. Northside keeps possession.
That's probably a good thing that they didn't save it right there, because he threw it right to him.
Underneath the opponent's basket. You've got to be very careful. 1:34 remaining, and a 2-point lead for the Snider Panthers, 47-45. With a timeout on the floor, we will take a break. You're listening to High School Basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
We're your pets, and this song's dedicated to those people who don't have health insurance yet.
Enroll, we say, we want you to be okay. Enroll, we say, take care, people, for goodness sake.
Health insurance is now affordable. It covers prescriptions, hospitalizations, and preventive care. Visit getcoveredamerica.org to learn more.
And take care, people.
Brought to you by Get Covered America and the Ad Council.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
With D.C. Hendricks in the ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM studios. I am Brett Rump. Ryan Dellinger, courtside by Hay Arena, Northside High School. We've got 1:34 remaining and a 2-point lead for the Snider Panthers. Northside has the basketball. Redskins trying to improve on a 4-0 record. Snider trying to stay plus 500. They're 1-1 coming into this game. North side gets to Quarles. Down low in the low block. It's Butts. He flips it under the basket to a cutting Brandon Johnson. That's off his hands and a turnover. 1:27 remaining. Both teams in the double bonus. Full court pressure now for Northside. Gotta wonder who the Redskins would pick to foul if they get into that situation. Malik Williams is going to be the one to handle the ball against the press, and he does throw it into the front court to Money Woods. Snider sets up in their front court. DeAndre Brown had a big bucket to put the Panthers ahead. Now we're down to 1:07. Woods on the left wing. Gorman passes down low. Williams, low left block. Picks it up, throws in the lane. Woods outside Tennant. Snider resets. No shot clock, so they can burn as much as they want. DeAndre Brown to the baseline. Up top, it goes to Gorman. The clock goes under 50 seconds, and there's a foul. North side fouls Gorman. And Jordan Gorman stepping to the free throw line, looking to add to a 2-point lead with 49.8 seconds left. Foul number 3 on Juan Quarles.
You know, maybe
Gorman's free throw is up and good.
That last possession for the Panthers was excellent. Money Woods had a potential shot that he thought could get blocked and backed it out. And then Tennant had the ability to do the same. Good coaching there.
Yeah, they did play very patient basketball, smart basketball. And now, with a 3-point lead, Gorman will have a chance to extend it to 4. But before the free throw, a timeout is called with under 50 seconds remaining. It's a 3-point lead for Snider. And, you know, the game really changed when the freshman for the Redskins, Keon Brooks, got into foul trouble. He sat down here early in the fourth quarter, and Coach Shabazz Khalik had to eventually put him back in, but he picks up his 5th. He has not been a factor here in the fourth quarter, and that's really changed things in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, we saw it in the first half when he got in foul trouble. Same thing happened in Northside because he really is their legitimate outside perimeter shooter. Now for Gorman, a chance to put the Panthers up by 4.
The junior eyes, fires, and he hits. And it's a 2-possession lead. Northside will quickly get into the front court. A drive down the lane. A jumper by Johnson. No, it's before the shot. The foul is on Snider's Money Woods. A hand check against Brandon Johnson. So Northside's 6'2 sophomore Brandon Johnson to the free throw line. And all of these become big here with 44.8 seconds left and a 4-point Snider lead. Johnson good. It's down to 3. 49-46. Northside at the foul line. Johnson, before he gets the second free throw, a substitution. And I think Northside setting up the full court pressure because they just took Jalen Butts out of the game. Their only tall player.
That's interesting.
And they put in a guard, Devontae Kinney. Second free throw is good. It's down to a 2-point game, and a timeout's going to be called by John Tudor. It'll be a full timeout with 44.8 seconds remaining, 49-47. With a timeout on the floor, we'll take a break. You're listening to High School Basketball presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN Radio 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Hey y'all, I'm Blake Shelton. I love that country music connects people all over this great nation, but unfortunately so does something else, childhood hunger. 15 million children struggle with hunger in America. That's why the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks works to rescue our surplus food to help provide billions of meals to families in need across the country. Join the fight against hunger at feedingamerica.org. Together, we can solve hunger. Together, we're Feeding America.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
You're listening to High School Basketball, presented by Indiana Physical Therapy on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM.
Friday night high school hoops by Hay Arena. Northside High School, Brett Rump, Ryan Dellinger. We've got 44.8 seconds left and a 2-point Snider lead. Snider has the basketball and will inbound against full court pressure. Money Woods will inbound. They'll line up in a box with Malik Williams and Devin Tennant close to the baseline. And now they go into a big X, and everybody cuts, and the inbound goes to Brown. Gets it to Gorman. Gorman had it stripped away, but there's a whistle and a foul. Northside fans thought they got it clean, but the foul called on Devontae Kinney, and that'll put Jordan Gorman back to the free throw line where he just hit 2 a moment ago.
Yeah, I think they had their choice on that. That could have either been on Devontae Kinney or even on Brandon Johnson. But it looks like Kinney's.
He might have gone into a cramp.
And
he's trying to reach down and pull his toes. He might have gotten into a cramp. They're going to stretch him out. There'll be a substitution. The foul was the 3rd on Kinney. Of course, both teams in the double bonus, so it'll be 2 free throws for Snider's Jordan Gorman, with the Panthers leading at 49-47, 41 seconds remaining.
I can't believe they're going to allow him to play with a guy laying on the sidelines. Or are they waiting?
The end line. He's on the end baseline getting treatment. Big free throws for the 5'10 junior, Jordan Gorman. And I think they're going to have to send the teams to the bench. Exactly your point, Ryan. There's a player laying just out of bounds underneath the north side basket, and with him on the floor down there, the officials have decided to send the teams to their benches until they can get the player moved into a safer area. And the player is Devontae Kinney, I believe.
Yeah, he's down still. I think he's got a cramp, but you got a big day tomorrow on the radio, don't you?
Going to be out at the Coliseum as the IPFW Mastodons have completed finals this week, and that is why they've had a week off, but they get back to it at the Coliseum against Stetson. And that's why, if we were going to have all this warm weather, the one day that you want it to be really cold is the day that the team comes up here out of Florida. And that's where Stetson is, down near Orlando. So it'll be a fun day out at the Coliseum. Of course, Art Salzberg will join me on the call. And that'll be a 12:45 pregame, 1 o'clock tip. Hopefully everybody can make it out to the Coliseum. And if you haven't seen IPFW basketball, it is well worth the ticket. They are among the nation's leaders in three-pointers, and some pretty exciting players on this year's team. They'll take their 8-4 record onto the court tomorrow, and all the action on ESPN 1380 and 100.9 FM. So Gorman will step to the free throw line, trying to add to a 2-point lead with 41 seconds remaining, and nothing but net.
You know, Gorman was a defensive back on the football team, so he's used to these pressure situations.
And you wonder that winning, you know, that experience of winning, how much it plays into your nerves as an athlete. Because Gorman, it was halfway down. It came out. Rebound north side. Last 40 seconds. 50-47. A drive off glass. Finished by Brandon Johnson. It's a 1-point game and a timeout for Shabazz Kalik of Northside. 32.5 seconds remaining, and it'll be a full timeout. What a game.
Yeah, right down to the wire again.
Well, and you looked at the numbers through the first weekend, and I know Coach Tudor joined us on the postgame show last week and said, we're just behind. We haven't had a chance to really get out and practice. Our football guys had just joined the team, and they had a game last Friday night against Wayne that they were behind and had to scramble down the finish and beat the Generals 45-42, and then they scored just 36 on Saturday night in losing to Brebeuf 47-36. I wondered if those were some problems with the talent, you know, the skill level. Coach Tudor assured me that they will be okay once they just get a few practices in, and they've had a chance to practice this week. Still not a ton of points, but the type of game I think they wanted to play against this Northside team. 50-49 with 32.5 seconds left. Now they're going to have to hit free throws and hold on to the basketball. They line up against full court pressure. Again, they'll line up in the box, all 5 players in the backcourt. They'll crisscross in the X, looking for somebody to get it into. Nobody really cut, and then they throw it all the way in the front court where Williams has it. He's going to hold the ball, try to draw contact, and he did. With 29.7 seconds, Jalen Butts commits, I believe, his fourth foul.
Yeah, it is his fourth foul.
So Jalen Butts now with 4. Keon Brooks already out of the game, the talented 6'8 freshman for Northside. Malik Williams to the line. It's a 1-point Snider lead, and Williams good on the free throw.
That's his 16th point.
Williams, a 6'11 junior for the Snider Panthers.
And I think he's really fatigued.
He's played a lot. 29.7 seconds, a 2-point advantage, and the free throw no good. Northside the rebound. Here comes the Redskins in the front court. Drive, Johnson down the lane. Puts it up, no. Bucks offensive rebound, and then we've got a whistle under the basket. A foul on Snider's. DeAndre Brown will put Jalen Butts to the line to shoot 2 in a 2-point game with 21 seconds. And it's the 4th foul on DeAndre Brown. So the 6'10 junior Jalen Butts to the line. If he hits them both, it's a tie game, and he's no good on the first.
Yeah, now it looks like they're going to get all the guards down there to be ready for pressure off a miss or a make. You can feel the tension in here, Brett.
51-49. A 2-point lead for Snider. Northside's Jalen Butts with 21 seconds left. Good. We got a 1-point game. Now the full court press. Williams will inbound it. Gets it into Money Woods. Woods is grabbed by Quarles. And finally a foul. And they're going to... No, that's not going to be a foul. A timeout by John Tudor.
Yeah.
It's a timeout that is called from the Snider bench. All the way down in the front court. We were looking in the back court where the ball was inbounded under Northside's basket. But a timeout granted to Northside, or to Snider's coach John Tudor, before we had a foul.
That's
now they're going to have to check the clock, because there was like 21 seconds when they inbounded it. There's 19.4 on the clock now. And you would think if the foul doesn't happen, then the clock has to go back.
Oh, I don't know. It was just weird. We're standing right next to the Snider bench, and we couldn't even hear him yelling.
Couldn't hear it. It's loud in here. Not a big gym, and everybody close to the court. And it is a overflow crowd, standing room only, all the way around the rail on the upper level. Marcus Farr leading the Northside band just down to the basket to our right. Snider going left to right. They're going to have to inbound the ball again.
It looks like both teams have
51 to 50.
Left.
A 1-point lead for Snider with 19.4 seconds. Now they haven't reset the clock.
They're doing it right now.
And that's what they're asking.
Talking to them.
Because there was 21 seconds left when, I believe, when they inbounded. Let's see what they get the clock set at.
No, they said he was inbounds, and then they called the timeout.
Okay, so they'll leave the clock at 19.4. The inbound for Snider goes to Malik Williams. Double teamed. They're grabbing. They're reaching. Williams gets it away and then throws front court. 2-on-1 for Snider, but backing it out. DeAndre Brown on the dribble. He's finally bumped with 8.6 seconds by Chris Hill. And DeAndre Brown will step to the free throw line. Chris Hill commits his 3rd foul. And with 8.6 seconds left, we've got a 1-point lead for the Panthers. And Snider's DeAndre Brown, a 5'10 sophomore. Clutch free throws here at the end of the game. The free throws up and good. Nothing but net, and he looked confident.
He's been on fire from the line in the second half.
He's got, I think that's called swag. He's got the confidence at the line. A 2-point lead for Snider as the sophomore puts the first free throw in. Nothing but net, and now a timeout's going to be called by Northside. Well, they can't get much better than this.
No, they can't.
8.6 seconds remaining. 52 to 50. Snider, a 2-point lead over the Northside Redskins, trying to give Northside their first loss. And don't forget, the fun about this, Ryan, is these two teams may hook up just a few days down the road, 5 days down the road, because Wednesday we will bring you the action from the SAC Holiday Tournament out at Wayne High School. And with Snider and Northside being the number 2 and 3 seeds in that tournament, you've got Snider number 2, Northside number 3. That means they would match up in a semifinal, and we'll be there Wednesday for the semifinals. If both teams advance, they would play Wednesday night tonight at 8:15. Carroll, the number 1 seed on the boys' side, and of course Homestead Girls, the number 1 seed on the girls' side. But we'll have 4 semifinals for you Wednesday starting at 3 o'clock, and then the championship games will take place a week from tomorrow, the day after Christmas, with an afternoon girls' championship and a nighttime boys' championship. At the line, Keandre Brown, the free throw to give his team a 3-point lead. He missed it. 7 seconds, north side the rebound, midcourt. It goes to Johnson. He'll drive. Rejected by Malik Williams in the corner. The clock goes to 0, and the game's over. Malik Williams with the rejection on the drive, and the shot by Brandon Johnson. The horn sounds, and now the teams shake hands. The game is over, and Snider prevails 52-50 over the Northside Redskins. What a game. Ryan will be back here to recap it for you. And by Hay